Let's test our new custom GPT that's designed to help us come up with new routines for our stage hypnosis show. So on the right side, this is your what they call the playground, where you're testing the GPT. And remember, you still need to give prompts. Like if you give a crappy prompt, if you just say, brainstorm some ideas for me, it's not going to give you your best output. So you want to have some kind of a starting point. Now it's even because of the way that we built in the previous video, we built the GPT, it's giving some starting polls here. I need some starting prompts here. I need a humorous improv scenario. What's a relatable college experience? Let's try that. Let's see what it does. What's a relatable college experience? I'll click on that for my routine. For a college age audience, a relatable experience could be the ultimate exam challenge. Here are 3 variations of this routine you could use for audience polling. Okay, so this is literally the first time I'm testing it since we built it. And as far as I can tell, it is doing exactly what I asked it to do. I asked it to create content that was relatable to college students, but also to give me 3 variations each time so that they would have things to vote on. So if I was to take this wholesale, which I don't think you should ever do, but let's just say that I did, in theory, this would function right off. I could say to my audience, which would you rather see? The alien language exam, the time traveler's test, or the musical exam meltdown? Now, the catch is here, this is very different from how I actually do my show, is in this case, I would have to include the entire prompt so that they understood what they were voting for. 3 very different scenarios, and I'd have to include those descriptions so that they knew what to vote on. It would extend. My goal is to always have them make a choice within 10 seconds. They would not be able to do that here. So for how this really works in my show, this is not quite the way I normally do it. In fact, it's not even remotely the way I normally do it. But it still gives me a fast and easy beginning point for generating new ideas. So, for example, now that it's given me 3, I could take one of these that I like the most. The alien language exam. Hypnotized volunteers believe they're taking a crucial final exam, but the test is entirely in an alien language. Watch as they try to make sense of the gibberish, perhaps inventing meanings and getting increasingly creative with their answers. I could take this and I could go further with it and try to come up with 3 things just for this situation that they vote on, right? So let's see what ability the GPT has to do that. All right, I'm going to say, let's focus on the alien language exam. Give me 3 complicating factors for this scenario that would make it even funnier. All right, so for now, I'm setting the other 2 options aside and I'm just drilling down more on the alien language exam. And so now it's doing what I've asked. It's saying translator malfunction, pop culture confusion, alien tech gadgets. Introduce a comedic character, the alien language expert, who's supposed to help translate the system. However, their translations are hilariously unhelpful and absurd. For example, they might translate everything into nonsensical rhymes or interpret every question as being about intergalactic food recipes. That's actually not bad. Pop culture confusion. Incorporate well-known phrases or titles from popular songs, movies, or memes. Also interesting, now you're weaving real pop culture into the scenario, and you could do that in a way that might be really fun for them. Alien tech gadgets. Provide the volunteers with fictional alien technology that's supposed to help them with the exam, but actually makes things more confusing. For instance, a device that randomly changes their answers, or a mind-reading helmet that loudly announces silly, unrelated thoughts instead of the answers they're thinking of. Also, so all of these are interesting. You would have to go further with them. But look at how fast, again, to start with me clicking one button, it gives me a new routine. I ask it to drill down on one of the three. It goes in 3 more directions, and all of that has happened within 5 minutes. This is definitely going to be a helpful tool. And over iteration after iteration after iteration, if I find problematic themes developing, or I just need to make adjustments, I come back over to the left side and I tell it those adjustments, which it's prompting here already. Is there anything the new routine GPT should be doing better? Anything you'd like to change? When you get it where you think you want it, you click the save button, you confirm your save, and then you have it in your main GPT area available for you all the time. So see in the left menu area now, the new routine brainstormer is here all the time. So when I want to work on some new routines, I come into my GPT, I click on that custom GPT, and it gives me this full user mode screen where I can just work within that GPT. If, as I'm using it, there's a problem that occurs, then what I need to do is I need to come over here to my name at the bottom of the account, go to my GPTs, it lists those GPTs, then click the edit icon to get me back into that edit and configuration mode where on this left side I can tell it the adjustments I need it to make. I hope that's helpful. I hope that makes sense for how you can keep working on this over the long term to make it a better and better resource. Okay? Have fun.